जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं। जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। नित्यमुक्तं निर्विकल्पं ध्यानलोकप्रदीपकं वन्दे शान्तं।
Paramahamsa Nithyananda, a compelling spiritual force of our millennium, founder of an international socio-spiritual movement, pioneer of a modern Vedic renaissance, born in the sacred town of Tiruvannamalai in southern India, a yogi by birth, fearless spiritual explorer, beacon of divine power, Paramahamsa Nithyananda is today an inspiration for millions on the path. Adept in ancient mystical yogic sciences, researcher of the science of spirituality, guru for enlightenment. Every year, Paramahamsa Nithyananda shares with over 10 million people worldwide the treasures of his wisdom, the joy of his laughter, and the incomparable power of his initiation. Now, Paramahamsa Nithyananda reveals the secrets of living enlightenment. Join us for an unforgettable spiritual experience.
सच्चिदानन्दरूपिणं वन्दे सनातनं पुण्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं। सर्वधर्मप्रणेतारं सच्चिदानन्दरूपिणं वन्दे सनातनं पुण्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं। वेदवेदान्तसंवेद्यं देवदेवी स्वरूपम्।
If you are untouched by pain or pleasure, you will become a great person in the world. No. He is addressing Krishna as best among men. You are already great. Then why am I talking this to you? Why am I telling this to you? I am not just teaching the science of ordinary morality, immorality. I am teaching the science of mortality, immortality. That is why he is saying, Amritatvaya, O best among men, that wise person who is not agitated by these and who remains centered in the midst of pain or pleasure is eligible for being in the state of immortality. I tell you, he is asking you to decode the experience of pleasure and pain in you. See, this whole NSP I am trying to do is helping your bio-memory to decode the secret code of pain and pleasure. For each one of you, the pain and pleasure is a different programming, different software. Don't try. When you decode, you will not have pain. You will be all the time elated, even when no objects come in contact with your senses. I am not saying you will have only bliss. Even the joy will be there constantly, even when the sense objects are not coming in contact with your senses. And you will not have pain, even when you are supposed to have the worst pain. When you decode the science of pleasure and pain, you don't know the joy of living in a body which does not have a pain. I am telling this out of joy. When you decode, I tell you, it is such a big utility for you. It is not moral science. It is not even spirituality. If I tell you, run straight in the bus stand, there is one lottery ticket, and buy this number, lottery ticket, you will get 10 crore. You think that I am teaching you morality? Or I am teaching you some great spiritual science? No. I am just teaching you something which is going to be direct utility for your life. Exactly same way I am telling. Close your eyes and see when the pain and the pleasure happens and decode it. It has a tremendous utility. Even 10 crore cannot give you something that will be given to you when you decode your pleasure and pain inside you. And you will not even carry that as understanding by word. You will not even know if you are asked to tell what really happened in you. That is a big problem. Decoding your pain and pleasure as highest utility in your life. Every time when you are levitating, understand, I am helping you to decode your deeper and deeper levels of being. Not only your pleasure and pain, heat and cold related to this body engrams, the heat and cold related to the past engrams also are getting decoded. Incarnation, an incarnation lands on the planet Earth only to teach the science of decoding heat and cold, pleasure and pain related to all spectrums for human beings. If this one science is taught, all violence on the planet Earth will disappear. All pain in the planet Earth will disappear. Only when you have pain, you feel like giving pain to others. When you are lazy, you want the whole world to be lazy. When you are alive and active, you want the whole world to be alive and active. Whatever you are, with whatever you associate yourself, you are bound to reproduce that on the whole world. Krishna is hitting the right point. He is not giving moral lessons, blabbering. He is throwing spiritual atom bombs to destroy your engrams. When you remove a tree, the root and the mud in which the root was there, whole thing should be removed. Otherwise there can be bits of the roots in the mud, and that from there the tree can grow again. Same way, when an engram is removed, it should be removed from the root and the mud from where the root was there.
Discover the power of Kundalini Awakening at Kalpataru, a unique full-day transformational program blessed personally by rare living incarnation Paramahamsa Nithyananda. What is Kundalini? Kundalini is the tremendous potential energy hidden inside every individual, which can be awakened through initiation by an enlightened master. Once awakened, Kundalini has the power to transform every area of your life and bring you health, wealth, success, joyful relationships and spiritual enlightenment. Harness the power of meditation and initiation. Experience a glimpse of Kundalini awakening at Kalpataru. Manifest your destiny. Every weekend at Nithyananda Dhyanapeetham, Nithyananda Nagar, Bidadi, Bengaluru.
ब्रह्ममुरारिसुरार्चितलिङ्गं निर्मलभाषितशोभितलिङ्गं जन्मजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं जन्मजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि नित्यानन्दलिङ्गम्।
ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यवकुतोदयिषवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुदते नमः या च यशः शिवतमा शिव बभूव ते धनुः शिव शरव्याय तपतया नो रुद्रमृडय या ते रुद्र शिवा तनोरघोर पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुहा शन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिचागशीः यामिषुं गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्ष्यस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रतां कुरु माहि पुंसेः पुरुषं जगत् शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्छा वदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असद् अद्य वोचदधिभक्ता प्रथमो दैव्यो ऋषगे अहेहश्च सर्वान् जम्बयन् सर्वाश्च यादुत्राण्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुणपुत बभ्रस्सु मङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्र अभितो दिक्षु श्रुता सहस्रशो वै शागुं हेडयीमहे असव्यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उदैनं गोप अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उदैनं विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय ईडुषे अतो ये अस्य सत्त्वानोऽहं तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्चदन्वनत्वमुभयोरार्तियोर्जा याश्च ते हस्त इषवः परात भगवो वप अवदत्यरनुस्त्वगुं सहस्राक्षशतेषु ते निशीर्याणवागुं उत अनेशन्नस्येषव आपुरस्य निषङ्गतिः या ते हेतिर्मेडुष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुज नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधाय नातताय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुदरे नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् दृढक्तो विश्वतः असो य इषुरिस्तवारे अस्मन्निधेहितम् नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठमृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदा शिवाय शङ्कराय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः नमो हिरण्यवागवे सेनान्ये दिशां च पतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पतये नमो नमः सस्मिञ्जराय त्रिशीमदे मदीनां पतये नमो नमो बब्लुषाय विव्याधिने नानां पतये.
The science of decoding will remove all your sufferings from the root and the source of the root, mud from where the root is growing. See, when you are drunk, you blabber. When you are drunk with the ego of the intellect, also you blabber. When you are normally drinking and blabbering, people will realize. But when you are drunk with the ego, intellect and blabber, it's called discourses. Many of the intellectuals' discourses are that only. Neither you understand nor people understand. One-liner. One person is asking, have you ever heard about the holy water that converts your precious thoughts into speech. The other man says, no, I never heard. Where is that holy water available? What is the name? This guy says, it is called Scotch. Take that, all your precious thoughts will be converted into speech. Wife goes to the doctor, and after doctor examining her thoroughly, he says, your husband needs rest and peace. Here are some sleeping pills. Wife asks, when must I give them to him? Doctor says, no, they are for you. Krishna is not talking without reason. He is using every word with a clear understanding. When he says, the wise person who is not agitated by these heat and cold and pain and pleasure, means the wise person who has decoded, whose biomemory has learnt the automatic lesson. When you decode this pleasure and pain, your biomemory records it and automatically it takes cognizance based on the truth. Because your biomemory is intelligent, automatically there is no pain. You don't need to feel pain and pleasure, suffering and joy, heat and cold, based on somebody else's will or from outside. It's your freedom and joy. Krishna says, person who is not agitated by these and who remains centered in the midst of pain or pleasure is eligible for being in the state of immortality. Now, let's decode. See, when you close your eyes and sit now, you will be having some mood. It may be pain or pleasure, it may be irritation or laziness, it may be feeling like sleepy or joy, it may be feeling tired or being energetic, anything it can be. Whatever you are having, just see the heat and cold proportion of it in you. Let us decode. Now whatever you are experiencing, let's decode it. Close your eyes and just sit. Whatever is there in you, don't suppress, don't unclutch. I am not saying unclutch whatever mood you are having. No. Just try to decode. Am I feeling cold now or heat now? How much heat I am feeling, how much cold I am feeling? Which part of the body I am feeling heat and which part of the body I am feeling cold? Decode the whole mood, the mood you are carrying.
क्या आप स्वयं एक अवतार पुरुष से अपने जीवन में दिव्य मार्गदर्शन चाहते हैं? प्रस्तुत करते हैं अवतार पुरुष से वार्ता।
Nithyananda here.
परमहंस नित्यानंदा संसार को एक और अतुल्य और अनोखी भेंट दे रहे हैं।
You got practically everything and too much for a phone call.
अब वो लाइव किसी के भी प्रश्नों का उत्तर स्वयं देंगे।
That's great. No, you ask anything you want in your life. Ask me any boon you want.
8 से प्रारंभ। कुछ सौभाग्यशाली लोग जो 080 2727 9999 पर फोन करेंगे, वो स्वयं स्वामी जी से बात कर सकते हैं। लाइव देखें NTV पर ntv.nithyananda.org।
Welcome to Inner Awakening, the most powerful personal transformation retreat you could ever experience. In just 21 days, thousands are already experiencing the shortest route to constantly high energy levels, visible anti-aging, healing of chronic diseases, fulfilling relationships, and higher states of consciousness. What is the secret behind this transformation?
Kundalini means the inner potential energy. Once it is awakened, opens the different doors for the conscious experience in you. I can say which is a master key for all extraordinary spiritual experiences.
This extraordinary program is conducted personally by Paramahamsa Nithyananda in the vibrant atmosphere of Nithyananda Dhyanapitham Ashram. Open yourself to the benefits of Nitya Yoga and practical meditation. Experience physical and mental healing. Discover simple ways to handle life with success. Above all, enjoy individual darshan and blessings from Paramahamsa Nithyananda every day. Take 21 days for yourself and carry home the transformation of a lifetime.
To decode pleasure and pain into heat and cold, now I am giving you a powerful process. To decode ahankara mamakara. Ahankara is the one always makes you feel you are in the upper hand. Mamakara is the one always makes you feel you are suppressed. You feeling you are in upper hand, you are in the higher position, or you are in lower position has nothing to do with outer incident. Like you feeling pain or pleasure has nothing to do with outer incident, outer happening. It is something to do with the heat or the cold you feel inside and the software with which you are functioning inside. It is just your coding. If you are asked to do yoga, you feel all kinds of pain and suffering. But if you are climbing the hill on your own, trekking, that is much more difficult than this yoga, but you feel all pleasure. Wow! What a great thing. Pleasure and pain are nothing to do with the outer happenings. It has something to do with the way you are coded and the experience of heat and the cold. Same way, feeling you are killed or you are killer, you are powerful or weak, you are going to destroy or going to be destroyed, is just something to do with your ahankara and mamakara. You feeling you are powerful, you are the killer, or you feeling you are weak and you are killed, you will be killed. This both has nothing to do with the outer situation. It has something to do with whether you are caught with ahankara or mamakara. If you are caught with mamakara, even if you are killing everybody, you will feel you are weak and any moment you may be killed. Same way ahankara also. Feeling that you are a killer, your whole army is killed. Still these fellows are feeling that they will be the killer, like Duryodhana. Understand, just like how pain and pleasure has nothing to do with the objects coming in contact with your senses. It has more to do with your software programming, the coding with which you are functioning. Same way, feeling you are killing, you are a killer or getting killed, both have nothing to do with the outer situation. It has something to do with your coding, the software with which you are programmed. Decode. In your life, many times, when you are crushed by your boss, you will feel you are being killed. Just code how you are feeling at that moment. Don't try to respond to the outer world situation. I am not teaching you that. I am teaching you how you are feeling. Try to decode. What is exactly you are feeling? Same way, when you are in the upper hand, Your subordinate has done some big mistake and you caught it exactly and he tried to hide from you and you have caught him red-handed. Now you are in upper hand. You are in the mood of a killer. Just see how you are functioning. Find the pattern of your functioning, the coding, the software, the programming with which you are functioning. Understand both the pattern. You will realize you are beyond these two patterns. That is what Krishna means in this verse. The sacred secret in this verse is you are neither the pattern of the killer nor the pattern of the killed. Both are just patterns. Step back from the patterns. If you are trying to break or justify the killer pattern with a philosophy, it is not going to work. If you are trying to justify being killed pattern with some philosophy, it is not going to work. If you are trying to break the pattern of a killer, any logic, it won't work. Just step back. A small story. An eccentric philosophy professor
because 2000 crore laws. Decided that I myself going personally sitting in Pondicherry and going to do the relief work.
are expected to reach at least 1 lakh people per day. Gave a question in final exam. The whole class was seated, ready to go. When the professor picked up his chair, plopped it on desk and wrote on the board, "Use everything you have learned in this semester. Prove that this chair does not exist philosophically." And the argument started left and right. Fingers flew, erasers erased, notebooks were filled in furious fashion. Some students wrote 50 pages in 2 hours, attempting to refute the existence of the chair in all possible way. One member of the class was up and finished in less than a minute. 1 week later, when the grades were posted, the rest of the group wondered, how did this fellow who wrote the answer in 1 minute got A grade? He had barely written anything at all. They all questioned the professor, how can you give A grade for him? The professor said, his answer was Just 2 words. What? Chair? That's all. Understand? By philosophical argument, you cannot break the pattern. If you start creating philosophical argument over this sutra, please understand, no philosophical argument can make you understand this verse. This verse is not for creating any philosophical argument or theology. It's a technique. Even Hindu gurus have struggled a lot to decode this sutra, this verse. This is not a philosophical argument. Krishna is not a foolish student who writes 50 pages in 2 hours. He just says, what, chair? And gets A grade. Understand? Step back from both pattern. One pattern is trying to prove the chair exists, and the other pattern is trying to prove, no, the chair existed, but now it is not. The student, this guy just stepped back and said, what chair? Stepping back from ahankara and mamakara, neither functioning based on the pattern of a killer, nor functioning based on the pattern of getting killed. Small story. One teacher asks the student, tell me, Johnny, which is the best time to pick pears? Spring, summer, autumn or winter? Johnny says, the best time to pick pears is when the farmer is not at home and there is no dog on the farm. When the pattern of stealing is established in you, nothing can be done straight. When the pattern of sleeping is established in you, nothing can go in. I can go on sitting. There is a beautiful reference in Nayayika, the school of Nyaya. See, you believe yourself as a killer only when you believe the agentship of self. Same way, the Charvakas, materialistic, they say you believe you are killed because the soul is destructible. Charvakas are right. Whatever you believe as soul is destructible, not what is. Nayayikas are right. Whatever is as agentship, but does not kill. If you are functioning in the pattern of killer, upper hand, don't think it is power. All power is weakness at one point. All strength is weakness at one point. Same way, if you are functioning with the attitude of being killed, don't worry, that's also not permanent. All weakness is strength at one time. But both patterns are not truth. Both patterns are not truth. The truth is neither function with the pattern of a killer nor function with the pattern of killed. Step back from both patterns. You may ask, then how will I function? Don't worry. You can function without pattern. To prove that only we land on the planet Earth again and again, to prove to the humanity you can function without pattern. Masters and incarnations land on planet Earth just to give a solid proof. Witness, to be a witness that you can function without pattern. Without pattern, you will not only live, you will radiate. So don't be afraid. You can't live without pattern. you can live and radiate without pattern. Sacred secret from this verse is don't function from the pattern of a killer. Don't function from the pattern of a killed. You are beyond both patterns, killer and killed. Just be relaxed in the patternless space and function. Sit and contemplate, do manana for few moments, how you function in the pattern of killer and the pattern of killed.
Welcome to Inner Awakening, the most powerful personal transformation retreat you could ever experience. In just 21 days, thousands are already experiencing the shortest route to constantly high energy levels, visible anti-aging, healing of chronic diseases, fulfilling relationships, and higher states of consciousness. What is the secret behind this transformation?
Kundalini means the inner potential energy. Once it is awakened, opens the different doors for the conscious experience in you. I can say which is a master key for all extraordinary spiritual experiences.
This extraordinary program is conducted personally by Paramahamsa Nithyananda in the vibrant atmosphere of Nithyananda Dhyanapitham Ashram. Open yourself to the benefits of Nitya Yoga and practical meditation. Experience physical and mental healing. Discover simple ways to handle life with success. Above all, enjoy individual darshan and blessings from Paramahamsa Nithyananda every day. Take 21 days for yourself and carry home the transformation of a lifetime.
Eliminate stress from your life. Step up your performance levels. Enhance your clarity and decision making. Kalpataru, a unique full-day transformational healing program blessed personally by rare living incarnation Paramahamsa Nithyananda. Harness the power of meditation and initiation. Experience a glimpse of Kundalini awakening for permanent physical and mental transformation. Take the first step to a happy and successful life. Kalpataru, manifest your destiny. Every weekend at Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, Bidadi, Bengaluru.